I was born into the dark, 25th of July 1975. Even from when I was born I knew that there was something not right with me. You know, they said my penis was small and balls were small, genitals were small in general. You know, and I knew growing up that, you know, I couldn't be treated like a boy. You know, I couldn't be treated like a boy. Boys get treated differently than girls. Girls get treated differently than boys. And I knew that I wasn't going to fit in as well as the other friends of mine were fitting in. And I just want to say that I was born in the dark, but I've seen the light. And it's not God. It's within your own selves. And I had to say to myself today to calm down, not to even calm down, to relax. You know, I've got some troubles with the bureaucracy of the world at the moment. And yeah, made in China. Nice, eh? I've got troubles with the bureaucracy at the moment. Hi. And so, you know, I've had to read this paper and, you know, I have to deal with it. And it's fine, you know. God, I'm not going to jail or anything. But I probably will be fined some money. And I'll definitely have some issues to deal with. But again, that's why I think I'm put on this planet, is to be the one of many, not the only one, to basically put a spanner in the works and say, stop this system. Stop it. It's ridiculous. You know, I myself, I'm a poor person, but I've got things, thankfully. I've got my apartment. I've had my apartment, at least, you know, for so long now. And I have everything I need, except money every month, you know. But I do have money during the month. It's just how I spend my money. So I don't prioritize with, like, the rent and the electricity bills. And that's really what gets me in trouble. But calming down is a hard one when you're hormonally imbalanced. I know that because when I've been on the testosterone, I've been much more level-headed, able to deal with crises, and you know, not so angry, not so moody, not so narky, not so paranoid, not so vulnerable feeling. You know, when I'm on the testosterone. Much more of a vibe coming from me of like, yeah, this guy's a great guy to hang around, you know, because he's great fun. And all that pronoun stuff of he and his and whatever does apply to me, because I'm never going to be seen as a woman. Not that I ever wanted to be seen as a woman. This is what some of you are still getting wrong to this day. You don't understand this, what I'm saying to you. I'm saying that, I can't really say it in a nutshell, but it's just like, you know, transitioning people are a great example of what's happening in this world today. People are not feeling male, and people are not feeling female totally, so they decide to change over. Most of them decide to change over because they don't realize that there is a happy medium actually in this. It's already there, a natural ground for why people are actually thinking that they're not male and they're not female, because there actually exists people like myself who are XXY. Now, not all my XXY people are on the same wavelength as me on this point. They would like to say to me, and they'd like to say to me that we're all men, that we've got penises and that we look like males, so therefore we are males. And my point, as usual, is that, well, don't think so, you know, because, you know, transitioning people, you know, feel a need to change into the body that they should have been born into. That's their basic point, most of them, and I understand that. But what if there was the middle point that we didn't think about? Because in politics, generally when you ask people their political stance, you ask them, are they left-wing or are they right-wing? And, you know, isn't it a bit extreme to be thinking that somebody is going to be 100% left-wing or 100% right-wing? Most people are not 100%. And that's why I have issues, let's say, with this bipolar thing. I mean, technically, anybody who, you know, most people could call me bipolar. I could be labelled bipolar, especially if I went into a doctor's surgery and gave them, or a doctor's office, and gave them all the information, all the things that I think, and from day to day how my emotions swing and change. Bipolar suggests that normal people actually never swing with their moods. Okay, there are people that it is like a swing. Well, that's not a good example. Hold on, let's get it right. Swing. Some people swing like so. Some people swing like this. And some people swing. We're all different. I think we need more acceptance in this world, not to try to have this idealistic world of everybody's going to be happy all the time, and we're going to have peace in the world completely. We're never going to have peace completely. Somebody will always fight somebody, but it has to be a controlled fight. It can't be a fight to the death. It can't be a murder, But I think there is room for, if people want to duel with each other, in the town square, for instance. I think that could be a possibility. Like, why are we... people love history, right? You love talking about historical facts, but we don't seem to be learning very much from the shit that people regurgitate out of their mouths about history, about the Nazis and whatever, We don't seem to get the point that the Nazi time in Germany, where I basically am, by the way, is actually happening now, and has been happening for many, many years from America, So, we do have to learn from history that things that's wrong. Things do not always go in a cycle, But we can learn from the past, yes. And I think we should be fucking concentrating on other things of the past. And my point of the past is this, I always say all for one and one for all, because I really love the Three Musketeers story. I think that's brilliant. And Robin Hood and all those sorts of things. Brilliant. And I think we should go back to the past, allow people to get angry, allow people to show their frustrations. And when somebody threatens somebody, that they can actually either take them to the town square on the spot. It's their right to bring them to the square on the spot, but it's not their right to fight them. They have to compromise on how they're going to work it out. If somebody doesn't want to fight, such as myself, then you do something else. You do something. I don't know what you do. I don't have an alternative there. That's the problem with the world at the moment. Nobody really has a solution for the fucking problems we have at the moment. But if you think about it logically through history, this is a time, the last 20 years at least, has been a time of huge change in all sorts of positive directions. It's of course not perfect, but we've got to keep optimistic. And me being hormonally imbalanced for the last year and a half and getting more and more off my head naturally, and you're listening again, so you can get it. You definitely can get it, because we did talk about this a lot ourselves, didn't we? And you're an extremely important person on the XXY web, and I want you to know that from me, because you talk, you express, and you show, and you care.